still don't get this one either. Like, is he playing peekaboo?
I don't know what he's doing, dude. Welcome, everybody, to the Flatlands Podcast. And today we're going to be talking about a nightmare wedding that we had to go to. Now, by nightmare, we're not necessarily talking about like a Bridezilla type of thing.
Oh, God, no. I wouldn't. No, would not have shown up to that one.
Exactly. So many no's that it was definitely a no.
So many no's. I don't know how to explain why I would not go to one of those.
Yes. But it's going to be a multi-part series that we're going to be taking you on an adventure from the time we found out about the proposal all the way to the wedding and afterwards.
Yeah.
So
let's all go back and let's start September 28th, 2017, when you first got notified of what happened, since I was the last to know of the two of us.
Well, technically, if I remember correctly, I actually didn't get notified exactly on that date because that was when it happened. And I think I saw it on Facebook that it was posted, but I wasn't actually told that, hey.
But Facebook does state that it happened on the 28th, so I don't know if that's when he posted it, because knowing him, he probably doesn't know how to change the date. So it could have happened on the 27th for all we know. But as of the 28th, we know for sure is a hard date of the photos based off of Facebook.
According to that, I think I was asked probably maybe a week later, or maybe a couple days later, something like that.
Actually, didn't your mother find out first and tell you?
True.
Because your mother always seems to know everything before we know anything.
When it comes to stuff like that, yes.
Your mother spends too much time on Facebook.
She Hey, I'd take that over Candy Crush.
True.
Yes. So anyway.
I still can't stand all the games that they're coming out with.
Hey, speaking of, I have a couple of them. Anyway, so we have been told about this wedding. And I was asked, yes, within the week. And I was asked to be the best man. And I gave an answer to Jim. We'll call him Jim.
We found out together about the asking of, correct?
Well, he had asked me. He had asked me, and then I told you about it, and then
yeah, because he hadn't asked me yet. I'm like, well, he hadn't asked me anything yet, so yeah, okay.
And then when he asked you, I think what was it, like a couple of days later or something like that?
Yes, because shortly after he asked me to be one of the groomsmen, we met up at a local restaurant, and that's where everything really starts.
So we're eating there, and we're talking about how we don't know if we're going to be able to make it to the wedding or not, and it seemed like we didn't know anything at all about this, even though we had never given Jim an actual confirmation of yes or no.
Yes, our physical answer was let us know when so we can make sure we can try to get that time off.
Yeah, it was basically a maybe, pretty much.
Yes.
But he had asked us, he said it was going to be a year in advance, pretty much. He asked us a year. He said it was going to be a year later.
Because the wedding was...
It was in September.
I do remember it being in September. My fingerprint does not work on my phone, apparently, today. Okay, so find the first wedding photo. The verified date on this is October 1st?
Yeah, that's when they posted that shit. But it was in September, remember?
Yeah,
because
so
literally, I think it was about around the...
It's like
around
the
year mark.
It was like the 24th.
Around the year mark of their engagement.
Yeah, it was...
They decided to go ahead and actually have the wedding.
Yes.
But we didn't know if we would be able to take off work at the time to be able to head up all the way, because that where the wedding was 2 hours away from where we currently live.
Which is not really far, but
in Texas standards.
Texas, yes.
Yes, 2 hours is not far. But at the same time, though, that's still a whole day that you have to take off, because that's at least 4 hours of just being on the road.
Oh, yeah.
So we did that, and 4 hours, yes. 2 hours there, 2 hours back. Why are you holding up four fingers to me?
Because you're like 4 hours.
You don't know how to count.
But that's just it. Okay, never mind. We'll get to that detail later. Fuck this. Okay,
it's 2 hours there. Not 2 hours both ways, buddy.
I was expecting, for some reason, I was thinking, why are you saying 4 hours when you just said 2 hours? I wasn't including the back trip yet. I was just including their trip.
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure. We good.
All right,
real shit right here. Okay, continue.
I think we're gonna leave this just so everyone knows how Steven does math in his head.
I was only counting one way of the trip, not the
I'm pretty sure
trip.
Everyone who's listening right now, except for maybe a couple of them, everyone who's listening right now is like, duh.
But that's just it. But the reason I'm thinking that is because we went up there, stayed a night up there, and then came back. Well, no, we stayed 2 nights up there, technically, and then came back. That's why I'm not thinking 4 hours, because we didn't go up there, do the wedding, and come back. we went up there, we stayed there, then we came back.
This is true.
So that's where I get my.
Was it 2 nights or was it 1 night? I think it was 1 night.
Technically, it was 2 because we got at the we had to be at the hotel by 3:30, 4 o'clock.
So anyway, so we don't know anything if there is a wedding or when it will be.
Okay, we know when the wedding's going to be.
My words came out wrong.
We know there is a wedding because we just got asked to be in the wedding. Right. So
I mean, exactly when the wedding was going to be. We didn't know exactly when the wedding was going to be, not if there was going to be a wedding.
Apparently, on a side note, I went to go find out when my watch vibrated again, and we are apparently at 34 feet.
34 feet?
That's what it says. 3,634. I'm not, doing it correctly, which I don't know why that popped up. But anyways, continue. Sorry. My Snapchat decided to go off on me.
Okay. So anyway, we had no idea exactly when the wedding was going to be and if we could actually take off time.
Yes, we met up. What was it? Your lunch break, I believe it was.
No, I think I was off that day. I think that was the day that I got off early.
I don't think it was that. I think it was one of those days before you got your set schedule the way it is now, where you would go to work for an hour or two, have a couple hours off, and then went back.
It could have been. It could have been somewhere around there.
Because after we left there, you went to work.
Yeah. That was before. Yeah, because it was in 2017. I didn't get my actual set until October of 2017.
Yes.
So
yeah,
it was September 2017.
It was still in that weird.
It was in that weird time where I'd work like an hour and then go back and be off for like 2,
and then
go back for like another hour
or 3 or whatever. Yeah, it was.
So, but anyway,
all messed up.
Right. We have no idea exactly what we're gonna do, and so we never actually gave Jim an answer.
True.
Like, never. Like, said for sure, yay, nay. And then we get the invitations about a year later. So literally that entire year leading up, nothing happened. Like, we had kind of planned some things just in case, but we never acted out on it because we weren't.
We never knew colors. We never knew location. I mean, the most we got location was it's probably what we assumed at the church that he attends.
Right.
Which ended up being correct.
Yes.
But we never knew colors. We never knew exact time of the day. We knew nothing.
Right.
Until I call you after checking my mail and go, dude, they here. The invitations have arrived and we are a month to what was it like? No, it was a month and a half.
Something.
It's like a month and a half or 2 months before the wedding. We finally got the invitations.
Yeah, because I was living in the new apartment by the time.
You knew they were coming. Because he asked you for your address and mine. You didn't know exactly when they were going to arrive. And I called you and said, hey, they are here.
So we got it. Still had no confirmation on if I was the best man or if you were a groomsman.
True, but we did officially find out the physical time the wedding ceremony was supposed to start.
Yes, but
so we
the
at least
rehearsal,
got a little bit more information.
Still had no idea about.
Yes, so what was it? That same night while I was at work.
You were driving to work. We did a conference call with Jim.
Yes. And that's when we asked him, okay, what do we need to know? What's going on? And he's just like, I don't know. And we're like, it's your wedding. It's really close. Be here before you know it. We need to know everything. It's like, we need to know what color suit we need to wear. And he's like, well, just wear a white shirt, a tie that matches mine. I'll send you a picture of it. And then he sent you the photo.
I think he only sent it to me. I don't think he sent it to you at all.
You sent it to me. He sent it to you.
Right.
And then he said black pants,
and a white
black
shirt.
shoes, white shirt.
And he didn't care what technically we wore necessarily, as long as we weren't like being stupid with it.
Yeah, as long as we didn't show up in like holy ass jeans, acid washed, stuff like that.
Yeah, but before we talked to him though, you and I had a conversation about it because we asked him, because I remember texting him saying, hey, do you have a best man? And he said, me. Like for me.
Yeah, we still hadn't given him an official answer, and he immediately had already told everybody, you're the best man, I'm the groomsman.
Yep.
We still knew nothing. We still weren't even sure if we can get off.
Yep.
We were just tossed into it. So we basically ended up in this nightmare wedding without knowing we were put in it.
We had no clue how we were going to do anything, how we were going to pull things off.
Didn't know how we were getting there.
Nope.
Yeah, we knew absolutely nothing.
So we found that out.
We still didn't even know when they were actually going to do the wedding rehearsal, time, date, nothing.
Because we got the invitations, like actually found out about like a month before?
It's like a month and a half.
Something like that.
And then we asked him about the clothes, and he said the black and the white and the tie and all
Yes,
that.
because we were talking about, like, we were thinking of a suit. Like, if he wears a suit, we need to
Yeah, and
match
we
that.
asked him, "Are you going to wear a suit?" And he's like, "I don't know." It's like, "Well, you should. It's your wedding." And he's like, "Well, y'all don't have to wear a coat unless y'all want to." And I was like, "Well, no, you need to tell us yes or no because we need to all match. The best man and the groomsmen all need to match each other. You should wear a suit officially because it is your physical wedding. You don't have to, but because of it being your day, technically your day, even though it's more hers than his, you need to make sure you wear a suit, but you need to let all of us know for sure." And he's like, "I don't know." And then that's when you ask him officially, "What does your fiance say? What does your fiance think?" And he's like, "I don't know. She's doing her side. I'm doing my side. We're only talking about things that involve both of us," which obviously later, as y'all will find out, will become total disaster.
Quite important. So and the thing is too, is we had no idea. So we decided during our conversation that we were gonna do a conference call and pull Jim in to the call.
Yes.
So that way we could all make sure that, we're all on the same page. We all know what we're doing. We all know what was going on. And we had talked to him, and like you said, about the whole pants thing. We were like, "Hey, dude, we don't mind wearing a suit. We want to make sure we look good.
Which
We want to make sure we're following what you want because it's your wedding." But
we need answers. Which
Yeah.
is when he finally decided to change it from black pants to black slacks.
because at first it could be black or blue jeans.
Yeah.
But he preferred black jeans.
Mm-hmm.
And at the
And then-
time, he wasn't even going to wear a suit at the time. At the
No, he
time,
was
he was
gonna
only going to wear a
wear-
white shirt, that tie, and I think blue or black jeans.
No, he said he was going to wear blue, and the rest of us were going to wear black. What
That's
he
right,
told
yeah.
us. And then we pushed him to try to no, you need to start really thinking about this. You really need to start planning this so we all know, so we can all match, so we can all look good for your wedding. And that's when he finally said the black slacks and everything, which later ended up a bigger disaster than we thought it ever could have been.
Exactly.
Not to mention groomsman number 2. Mind you, there's only 2 groomsmen, a best man. So there's only 3 of us on
total
on the groom side.
and the groom's total party.
Yes. And number 3, his wife contacted you saying, "Hey,
Yeah, groomsman
know
number
nothing.
2, the second groomsman, his wife contacted me going like, "Hey, we don't even know what to wear." So I sent a picture of my suit jacket, my pants, my shoes, and the tie, and explain exactly where we got them, which we will talk about.
yes."
Explain where we got them.
Which we literally got those a little over a
Like,
week prior to the wedding.
A week or like a couple days at least a couple days before we left, at least, because they still had the tags on them when we got to the hotel.
Yours did because I took mine off before I set it up and everything and ready
Yeah.
to go. So we got it within 4 days tops of the wedding.
Yeah, because we had a scramble to look for that.
Yeah, because
So,
we were
and then-
told officially black with a white shirt and a blue striped tie. We weren't given specifics. He just said try to match as close to mine as possible. So
Right.
when you and me finally got the time together so we can both go looking, which is the only time you and me have ever gone clothes shopping together.
Probably
we'll
the only
probably
time
never
we
do-
will,
Yeah.
unless one of us gets married or some shit.
Yes, and even then, we're already going to show him how a real wedding works.
Right, exactly.
We've already got this figured out. But we ended up going to JCPenney. We found a tie,
Mm-hmm.
but we couldn't find a suit that matched because the blues were different shade. I mean, the blacks were different shades of black from the coat to the pants, or
Right.
one was glossy, one wasn't.
Right.
So, but we found the nice blue striped black tie that we loved, but we couldn't find a second one. So we went ahead and hit it, and then we decided to bolt over to Sears real quick so we could try to find it. You call Jim back and go, "Hey, dude, where the hell did you get your tie?"
And that's when he told us, because before then though, before we found those ties, we went to Walmart and we bought 2 ties. Remember that? We bought those.
This is true. We did
bought
buy
those 2 ties
there
because they looked very close to his tie.
as close as
And
we were going to get.
yeah, so we went ahead and bought those, but we're like, we still need a suit. So that's when we went to the mall, and that's when we went to JCPenney's and found that new tie that we both were like,
Mhm.
holy shit, I
Which
like
is
this
the
tie.
only thing besides my shoes and belt that I kept from that suit.
Yeah, I kept everything. Fuck it. Although my jacket is like in a pile on one of my shelves.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. I don't care about suits. We had that and we're like, all right, cool. So while we're starting to look for the suit and also looking for the tie at the same time, we're unlucky at finding anything. So we call him and be like, hey, dude, at least for the tie, where'd you get the tie? Right.
Yep.
And he told us, I got it from JCPenney's.
And we said we were just there. We just rated all their ties. They have nothing close to it. When did you get it? He's like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. So we thought, okay, maybe we could find. And we asked him, what name was the tie? Do you remember who made the tie? Do you even remember that? Which I don't blame him for not remembering, because I don't even remember who made the tie that we had. But
I think ours is JFR.
I think something like that, but I don't remember.
I don't remember what his was, but either way, he didn't even bother to go look at the tie to find out.
Yes.
He just said, screw it. I just got it from JCPenney. That's it.
Yeah. So we decided, okay, well, we're going to after we go looking for some suits in some other place, we'll go back to JCPenney because they also have suits there. And we'll go ahead and see if we can find a tie that matches.
And after we got off the phone, we finished looking at Sears for suits. Then we went back to JCPenney. After we hid your tie before we went to Sears, we come back, find a second one. Yep. To verify, you go to find yours that you hid. We finally got the matching ties, but still we already knew we weren't getting a suit from JCPenney. So we decided, well, let's try H&M.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was either you got the top glossy and the bottom matte or vice versa. There was no matching that fit.
Yes. That really fit. And most of them, either there were slim fits, and I wear regulars.
Yeah, most of their clothes are slim fit anyways.
Yeah.
So that was already out to begin with because everything was too tight. So we gave up there.
We also went to Dillard's.
We did go to Dillard's, but Dillard's didn't have crap, and we decided
we did go there for ties too. We
primarily went there for ties because we already knew the suits were going to be way too expensive for what we were doing, so we didn't care about that. So we finally decided, well, the mall's got nothing. Right. We need to go somewhere else. So that's when we went to J. Crew.
Yes.
Who only had
blue,
nice navy blue suits, but that's all they had. They had no black. And at this time, we're still told black. So we leave there.
But keep in mind that navy blue.
Yes, definitely keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
But from J. Crew, we then end up driving to the next closest place, which was Target. And they actually had matching pair of black suits,
and with shoes that also went along with it,
and we also got the belt, and you also got a new white shirt because
I think I got that. I don't remember if I got that from Target or I got it from Walmart.
You got it at Walmart. We got it after the fact. You got it at Walmart because we went back to Walmart like a couple days later or a day or two later and went and got the shirt for you because you needed a new one.
So after scrambling, that took us like a day and a half or almost 2 days to do.
It took us a full day to find the suits.
Yeah.
And then we went back another day looking for shirts, and I think we went to like 3 Walmarts out of the 5 we have.
Yeah, 5, something like that.
Yeah, we have like 5 Walmarts, and we went to like 3 of them before we finally found a shirt in your size.
And the thing is, too, though, yes, the shirt was in my size, but if you look at the photos and you pay attention to the neckline, it is not the right size for my neck. It is the right size for my chest and my belly, but it's not the right size for my neck. I have a big neck.
Oh, well. Yeah. You needed it. You got it. It worked.
Yes.
That's all we got for that.
So we finally got that. I mean, in all respect, that suit did look pretty spiffy for what it was.
Yes. And really, knowing that it looked good.
We did a good job.
We really did. Especially for, what was it? We paid, $168 a pop on that suit? Roughly?
Around that.
160, $170.
Especially considering the time crunch that we had. And it was during fall. Obviously it's September. Yeah, we bought him.
Everything was fall season, and he had a spring tie.
Yep.
Which we had to call him back later and question, like, are you sure? Because it's not going to match your suit if you're wearing this suit that he explained to us, which at the time was, again, black. At this point, we have the suit. We still don't know the colors of the wedding.
Right.
We don't know when the reception is. We don't know. The rehearsal. We don't know when. Well, we didn't even know when the reception was. We didn't know anything about the day before, when we need to be there. We knew nothing.
Exactly.
And that all together was just a nightmare in itself.
Really, it was trying to figure out what was going on. And this is just us getting prepared for the wedding. We haven't even begun to talking to Jim about the wedding.
We've actually got
actual details.
Yeah, the 2 to 3 days prior to us leaving is when we really finally started getting a fair amount of the details, but we still didn't get all of the details.
Because he didn't even know most of the details. Because he didn't know anything.
Exactly.
What the rehearsal time, I think, changed, 5 or 6 times? And we found that out
it did.
The day before, the day of.
We finally found out.
'Cause we found out the original time the day before we were going to drive up.
We didn't find out until when we finally woke up after getting to the hotel.
That's when we found out the actual real time.
Yeah, because we called him to double check when is it, and he told us finally.
Yeah, because we thought, what was it, I think like 2?
Well, he told
in the
us,
afternoon. We thought that at
he
first.
he
told us.
He told us 6. Then he changed it to 4.
Right.
Then he changed it to 7. Then I think it went back to 3. Then to 2. Then finally the day of, we found out it was actually, I believe it was 6 o'clock.
I think it was at 6.
No, it was at 4 o'clock.
Something like that. Because I do.
Is at 4 o'clock because
I do remember
it
us
was
going to the mall.
It was
just chilling
2
for a little
hours
bit.
earlier than the wedding time was, and the wedding started at 6. So the rehearsal was actually at 4 o'clock, but we didn't find out until the day of.
Right.
And we got to the hotel like 3:30 that morning, and had to go to sleep, wake up, and be there. And so we literally went to sleep, woke up, got dressed, and showed up to the church, which we had still yet to go to because we had no clue where it was at. We had to Google it by name to get the address, which thankfully we knew the name in advance, and we had pre-planned and looked at Google Maps at where the church was at, how to get there, how close our hotel was to the church, so we knew what we were doing.
I mean, it was definitely weird leading up to it.
It definitely was, and then we're definitely gonna have to get into more details on that one because unfortunately we are running out of time.
Yeah, I will say this just in closing. It probably isn't the worst wedding I'll ever go to, I have a feeling. But at the same time, it will be hard to top.
It will be hard to top, but at least you know enough about that wedding now to know what not to do 100%.
Exactly.
Because this wedding is literally a 100% start to finish, from the proposal to the end of the reception after the wedding, a do not do manual.
The biggest piece of advice that I can give to anyone who's listening right now is, ladies and gentlemen, for your wedding, please either get a wedding planner to help you with this.
Even go to Barnes & Noble and buy one of those step-by-step, fill-in-the-blank wedding planning books.
Yes. And make sure you and your partner, whoever it is on the same page of how the wedding's going to be. You know how what they're going to wear. You know everything. Even if you can't afford to like go to Men's Warehouse or David's Bridal.
Yeah, and you're not paying for the matron of honor and bridesmaids dresses. You're not paying for the rental of the tuxes.
Yeah, but at least find, if you know something that's affordable, find like, hey guys, there's this suit here, or hey ladies, there's this dress here.
Yes.
For X amount of price, please get this and pick this up from here.
Yes.
Or you can order it from whatever website.
Yes.
Do that so that way it's a lot
Everybody
smoother.
At least 100% matches.
Right.
Tie, shoes, everything.
And confirm exactly what's going to happen, who's going to be there, what time, and make sure you know.
Exactly.
So that way you avoid this whole entire thing. Like, you can even hear with us even reminiscing over it, we are still clueless about what was going on. So, but for the next episode, we will be discussing more into...
We'll start off again with the first few days leading up to that as we learn more information.
Right.
But then we will actually start discussing more into the actual rehearsal day.
Yes.
Specifically what happened during the rehearsal. So, and that may drag out into 2 episodes depending on how confused some of this may end up getting. Because again, we don't know nothing about this wedding still, and it has been months since it has occurred.
This is true. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the Flatlands, the podcast. I'm Jonathan.
I'm Steven.
And you guys have a good time.
Where's the doctor at?
Right. All right.
My brain was thinking of Dr. Pepper. And I was like...
We'll just call him Furry. Furry. We'll just call him Furry.
We got to cut.
You said you didn't say Jim.
Cutting all that shit out. Bart, there's some random ghost in here farting like a motherfucker. Do you want to suck my dick? No. Okay.
Welcome everybody to the. This could all be bloopers. Like this whole entire section, like us doing the whole start and intro shit. Or do you want me to go, hey, everybody, welcome to the Fucklands?
The Fucklands?
Yeah.
Welcome to the Fucklands. Fucklands. Yeah.
All right, zombie. Fuck me, I'm horny.